Your Mother Ate My Dog, the podcast. Uh, the hero Jesse with Josh today. Uh, new digs. I feel like I'm echoing a little bit in this tiny room. How do I sound?
Um, you sound different for sure. I can't quite tell if it's an echo or what it is, but you don't sound bad, I guess.
I mean, the microphone should be fine. It's just I'm right beside a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's microphone. Everything's good. Yeah, make sure no light comes in. I'm standing today. I had to decide how I want to do things. From now on, I had a set schedule, a set area, the last place, but this is a new place. And so I'm standing. I also have a chair behind me just in case I want to sit.
Mm.
But I think standing is fine for now.
Okay, we'll see how restless you get eventually.
Yeah, I mean I've been sitting for a while, so I should be fine.
Mm.
Do you know much about the Earth's spheres?
Excuse me?
Uh, the Earth's the
Oh,
Earth's spheres. Do you know much about them?
I know that Earth is one.
Okay. Um, every day, life takes place in this lowest layer of the atmosphere that fits us humans to a T. Fits us humans to a T. So to the T.
Um,
What sphere do we live?
the Terrasphere.
Troposphere.
That's the one.
Troposphere. That was
Troposphere.
from
Sorry.
That was from June the 6th. June the 6th was the last time we did trivia.
That was a while ago. Probably too many to get through all in one episode.
I have a month's worth, so we'll see.
Okay.
How are you doing? I see you got a haircut since the last time I saw you.
I did get a haircut. Yes, I got it yesterday. Or 2 days ago, I guess technically. Were you around my work around 3:00 yesterday?
No. Why do you ask?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm very confident that I was home at 3:00 yesterday. Well, let's just see. So, yeah, I got home. Did I do anything? I definitely wouldn't have been out that way.
Okay. I saw your doppelganger then. When you go out delivering mail, do you wear a hat?
I do wear a hat, yeah, but I don't deliver mail anywhere near you.
It was a guy driving a Canadian, Canadian Springs. That's where I used to work for Canada Post truck with a hat that was tilted like pretty far back and like reflective blue sunglasses. And I was like, oh, there's Josh. But evidently,
I do have blue sunglasses. But no, not me. Was it like a red truck or was it like a smaller like van?
It was a red truck.
Yeah, no, I drive a smaller van. I'm out, by the other hospital. Actually, I deliver mail by the other hospital, not you.
Okay. Well, it was your twin, I guess. Maybe you'll cross paths.
There's a lot of us that do look alike.
Mm-hmm. But I guess in terms of how I'm doing, good. Yeah, I would say good.
That's good.
I was sore for a good number of days after helping you move.
I appreciate so much your soreness. I'm still bruised. So a lot of bruises on me from that.
Mm-hmm. It's a treacherous task, isn't it? But you're all settled in. How are the cats settling in?
Oh, they're great. Yeah, they're very. Sleeping was tough that first night because their sleep patterns were all messed up because they were in a crate for most of the day. But we've eased back into normal routine. Yeah. I'm standing right beside the litter box actually, so that could also happen to me. But just so you know, since I know you don't listen to a lot of episodes, is that when your cat does go to the litter box, and we talk about it in the episode, we can't hear it. Nobody can hear it, so it's like we're just
some people just think we're crazy.
Faint. Yeah, so we'll see if that happens today. Yes, or we're all settled in, all moved in. Everything is good.
It's great. Are you feeling satisfied with the closeness of your work to your current living situation?
Yeah, I bussed today and it took like 15 minutes. It's like a 10-minute drive. It's great.
Do you get free bus?
5 minutes to get to work.
Do you get free bus passes with working for Canada Post?
As long as you're wearing Canada Post attire, you ride for free.
That's fancy.
All
right.
Do you know what else is fancy?
I
live by a library now. I lived by a library before, but I live by a library now. It's much nicer. I got my first library card since like elementary school.
That is fancy. They have a lot of movies there. You can start renting movies for free from the library.
Yes, they do have movies. I didn't look at them. I saw that they had movies. I didn't look through them just to make sure that everything is illuminated was there. But
next movie, you should see if they have it. That'll be fun. Report back.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm reading The Martian right now, which is why I asked you if you've seen The Martian.
Mm-hmm. Like
I'm
3
about
times.
75% done that book, so it would have been a perfect. I have also seen the movie, but it would have been a good one. So I'll watch it by myself.
Okay. How is the book?
It's really good. Really good. I don't really remember much about the movie, so it's nice, refreshing. The problem with the library though, is that they don't have a lot of books that I want to read, so you have to put holds on stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of libraries, and so who knows? Who knows where I'm getting my next book from?
Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card.
They have. So when I went to get a library card, it was like I was a child. I got to pick from like colorful cards. It says like, I'm curious. I'm a creative. So I had to pick. I was curious.
Like bi-curious?
Bright color. Next question. Earth science. It is also book related, which is why I wrote it up. Also the title of a Veronica Roth novel. No idea who that is. This word is used to describe two tectonic plates moving away from each other. Oh, Veronica. Okay. Veronica Roth. You know who Shailene Woodley is?
Yeah. Oh, it's a fault.
Was she in Fault of... Okay, well, a different series she was in.
She was in The Fault in Our Stars. So I thought it was going to be a fault.
Yeah, that was a good guess. It was a good guess.
Thank you. What's the answer?
Divergent.
That's right. She is in the Divergent films.
I'm not going to do this the whole episode, but here's a Shakespeare question. And you love Shakespeare.
Okay. I have read many of his plays.
Okay, I'll probably do the next one too, because it's a Beyonce question, and you love Beyonce. Shakespeare wrote, "Love and constancy is dead. This mythical bird, and the turtle fled in a mutual flame from hence. Love and constancy is dead. This mythical bird, and the turtle fled in a mutual flame from hence."
I mean, the only thing that seems to make sense to me is a phoenix.
That is correct, yeah. Okay, Beyonce. As repeated many, many times in a hit by Beyonce, they're the people who run the world.
Who run the world? Girls. Who run this?
Girls. Good job.
Thanks.
Ooh. You do like John Stamos, though. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Big Stamos head.
Your tattoo looks real good in person, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. I'm happy with that one.
So you have one now. Are you like now addicted to tattoos? You thinking about the next one?
I wouldn't say I'm addicted, but certainly open to another, for sure. I had a lot of apprehension just because, not so much worried about the pain. People tell you about that.
Your virgin body.
Yeah, the place I have it on supposedly doesn't hurt very much, and it didn't. It was kind of mostly relaxing, honestly. But I was just more of like, the permanence of it all. But I found an artist I was very, very happy with, and she did a really, really great job. And so if I were to get another one, I would definitely try to go back to her for sure.
Does it bother you that you can't see it at all times? You have to wait for a mirror?
No. I kind of like that. I can. It's like a little. I have to make an effort to look at it.
Right.
Yep.
Because it's not really a place easily scratched too, so it should stay pretty pristine.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I told my tattoo artist about my podcast, but they didn't ask the name of it, so they're definitely not going to like watch. But I heard, because we have some of the people I work with are friends with her, so I had heard that they like movies. So we talked about movies the whole time, and I was like, "You should see Tetsuo the Iron Man." They're like, "I've been meaning to see that one." Oh. And I'm like, "Oh, we watched Delicatessen and City of Lost Children." And they're like, "Oh, I really like the City of Lost Children." And I was like, "Well, Delicatessen's the same people. I should probably watch that then."
She's right up your alley. We also watched Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah. Didn't mention that one. It's not worth mentioning. But yeah.
Okay. It's been 2 weeks since we've done this, but it has felt much longer.
Yeah. I'd agree.
Don't know why.
I don't know why either. But we're here together now. Together forever and ever. Sorry.
Yeah. We're here together now. I think I was going to say something else, but I can't remember. I was looking because we want to repay you for what you did to us. So I was looking at movies. We can go see a movie or something, but there's really nothing in the movie theater anymore. Superman, 28 days or 28 years later, but I feel like that's probably not the vibe.
No, I haven't seen any of the other ones, so.
So like, oh, if Mission Impossible is still there, we can go see it, but it's not.
I think it's going to go to the IMAX in a few weeks here, and I haven't seen it yet. But I mean, you haven't seen all of the Mission Impossibles, right?
No, but I think we would make an effort to watch at least the first part 1, to kind of get it.
Yeah, that's definitely an option.
Phoenician Scheme is not in theaters anymore either.
Yeah, I never got around to seeing that.
I just went to Silver City. I think Silver City would have been easier, but so we'll have to figure it out. If it's not movie, if we want to make you like a roast dinner or something.
Sure, whatever you want. You don't have to feel obligated, though. I did it just to help you out. Wasn't expecting a payment.
No, but you're just saying how sore you were.
I was sore, bruised. But I wasn't bruised, but sore. But that's to be expected.
It's like the hottest day of the year.
It was warm, but we got it done, and it gives me joy knowing that you are less stressed out.
Yeah, we're definitely hiring movers next time.
Yeah. Did like a locomotive just go by your house, or what the hell was that?
Oh, right by a road. Right by a road. But once again, nobody else will hear that. Just you.
Okay.
Yeah, hiring movers, but we do have less stuff now.
That's the beauty of a move. You always end up with less stuff than you had before.
Yeah, and on that note, John Stamos posted that it was #Stamos time when Zayn Malik left this group in 2015.
I've heard that name before.
Boy band.
It's a British boy band. Yeah.
British
I was going to say One Direction.
Cowell. And you would have been correct.
Let's go. Pumped
This
about that.
singer who floated to number 2 with the song "Levitating" has a first name that means love in Albanian.
I don't know.
It's a female singer, Dua Lipa. You weren't born in May, but you might be able to get this one. Your friends will no doubt be green with envy if you're gifted some jewelry made with this May birthstone.
Emerald?
Green birthstone. Emerald, yeah. Good job. Good job. Everything is illuminated. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Illuminated.
Illuminated.
Everything is illuminated. Based off of a book. Speaking of books, big book. Last episode was moving. This week's books. Everything is illuminated. It was kind of it was an interesting film. A little heavy at times.
Yes, at times.
Based off of a book, the dude had the same name as Elijah Wood in this.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan. He played the guy who was doing the leaf blowing in the cemetery at the beginning.
Yes.
Little fun fact. I had trouble finding this movie to watch. It didn't work for me in many different places. But the one place I did find, it didn't have subtitles. Well, it did have subtitles, but the subtitles were German. So every time they spoke Ukrainian, it gave me German subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
We have our first cat in the box.
Let's go.
So I got the gist of it, but maybe I didn't understand it maybe as well as you did.
So I was going to ask if you eventually got there in the end, but no, you just like Tetsuo the Iron Man, which I had mentioned just prior, you watched it not knowing what anyone was saying.
Just half the people, just the Ukrainians. But it was okay. I got it. I figured when he said grandfather, I got that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I just watched it on YouTube.
You just watched it on YouTube?
Yep. I mean, I paid to rent it.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, it worked fine. So, and I knew what everyone was saying the whole time, which was also good. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those films that it's a bit of a tough topic, I suppose. But there's some lightheartedness put in there, I guess. Sort of make it easier to on the palate.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot to like in this film. The acting was very good.
Yeah.
Regardless of not being able to understand. The music played throughout. Charming.
Yeah.
Little Amish vibes. I don't know if that's insensitive.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and it was an interesting story. I haven't seen it, but it reminded me of the Jesse Eisenberg movie that just came out with Kieran Culkin, where they go to Poland. It's another Holocaust type.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this isn't really Holocaust, but it's another Holocaust kind of. They go on a trip and things happen. So this was kind of like that, but a little different. So
concerning
the dude Alex
Jewish
was not
history.
an actor.
No, but I thought he was. The guy who played Alex, is that what you mean?
Yeah, the guy who played Alex, was not an actor.
No, but I liked him. He's probably the most memorable part of the movie.
I agree.
Yeah.
Premium Shaquille O'Neal of the Lakers.
Yeah. Yeah, a guy who's into American culture, but from like 15, 20 years prior to current times. But yeah, he was funny, but also at the end he was good when he needed to be, I guess.
Yeah. Not a one-noter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. What did you like about the movie?
Well, I like the music, as you say. And I thought it was heartwarming and sort of tragic at the same time. It was very, I remember saying this about another movie, but it was like pretty, just like emotionally intelligent. It was good at sort of weaving in between sort of lightheartedness and seriousness, and without being too ham-handed on either front, you know?
Yes.
And yeah, I also liked the way, I mean, I felt all the characters, although some of them over the top, they were all pretty believable. And I don't know what it was about how Alex was translating what, especially the older lady at the end was saying. How he was kind of like picking and choosing, not exactly everything she was saying, but kind of like the gist. But I think like the way that his character was sort of portrayed, or I guess just like how the character is, that it makes sense. That's how he would translate it. And at times it was like almost a little frustrating. Like you should really be telling Elijah Wood's character, I forget his name, Jonathan. You should really be telling Jonathan every single word this woman is saying, because you know he came all this way to figure out everything he could. But at the same time, it was, I don't know, it just kind of worked the way that he was doing it.
I wouldn't know. Yeah, didn't get that part.
Yeah, yeah.
Love the dog.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, cute dog.
It's a cute dog. And yeah, the story of Alex's grandfather too.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was
also sad.
Yeah, sad, but it had a good arc to the story, like fairly condensed, but still pretty effective. An interesting character arc. I don't think I've really seen much like that before, but it was interesting.
Yeah, I gotta read that book now.
I think so. I can imagine the book being pretty good.
Should I look at that? Liev Schreiber as director.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the movies I've seen him in. I think he was in X-Men Origins Wolverine. And
was he in Goon? Or is that his brother?
I don't know. He's been in stuff.
Liev.
I'm almost compelled to say he was in a movie we watched for the podcast, perhaps. But that might not be correct.
We've done 134 of these. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, he's also in. Oh, okay. I was talking about. There was a movie so we watched. This weekend we watched. We're trying to do all the Marvel movies,
and
because I just got Disney Plus again, and so we started with. We watched Thor, and then we watched the first Captain America, and Thor. It reminded me of a movie called Kate and Leopold with what's his face, with Wolverine, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
And Liev Schreiber's in that, which is it's an aside. He's in Isle of Dogs, The French Dispatch, and Asteroid City as well.
Yeah, did we do Asteroid City or The French Dispatch for the podcast? I don't think so, right?
No. There's his directorial debut.
I think it's pretty much the only thing he did. He is an X-Men Origins Wolverine, and he's also in Goon. He's actually in quite a few movies that I've seen. Spotlight.
Scream,
apparently, although I don't really remember that.
Oh, he did write for this movie too.
He's also in a movie
based on a book.
Yeah, he also is in a movie that I've had on my list since the beginning of the podcast to pick, and I still haven't done it.
Spotlight.
Not Spotlight.
My Little Pony, the movie.
Getting closer. But yeah, okay. I thought it was well directed.
Yeah, I thought it was well directed as well.
I also liked there was a lot of really good shots. It was just like a nice looking film.
Yeah. It was filmed in the Czech Republic, not in Ukraine, but looked pretty nice.
It did.
There's something I was gonna look up now, but I can't remember. His brother's. Oh, never mind. That's not the same guy. Did he not have a brother? There's only one Schreiber. Am I getting whatever? It doesn't matter.
I also. What was I gonna say? I don't remember.
It's hard getting back into podcasting. Can't remember anything.
Oh, I remember. I like that Elijah Wood. He's in Jonathan. He collects things, which reminds me of myself because I have lots of little tiny knickknacks and stuff. But it has nothing to do with my family, really.
Right.
But I liked the whole plastic bags and the stuffs. I thought that was kind of fun. I'm sure that, it was definitely an aspect of the movie, but I'm sure it goes into more detail in the book. I could see them spending more time on that.
How long do you think the book is? How many pages?
That's tough to say. 312.
312, would you say?
Yeah.
Doesn't say. Well, now I gotta find out.
Here we go. This is important information.
Everything is illuminated. He also did a book called Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. I feel like that's also a movie. Just tell me how many pages. Is this not? Oh. 276.
Okay. Fairly close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Nice.
Our author, Pearl S. Buck, could claim Pearl as her birthstone if she was born in this month. Pearl S. Buck could claim Pearl as her birthstone as she was born in this month. Think real hard.
September.
June. Pearl, you're a Pearl guy. Okay, we're just going to skip some. That's dumb. Oh, do you like crossword clues? Is that...
Yeah.
Crossword clues start with a B. Out of the womb and into the room. 5 letters. Out of the womb and into the room. 5 letters starts with a B.
I don't know.
Birth.
I was going to say born, but I was like, borns?
With the E.
Of course, you could just say birth.
June 19th. Thursday, June 19th.
That's my birthday.
In 2018, businesses going green is the category. In 2018, this Fly the Friendly Skies airline introduced biodegradable bamboo drink stirs. What airline introduced biodegradable bamboo drink stirs?
Air China.
United.
Of course.
Do you know any Swedish automakers?
I'm bad with cars, but I could try.
Name a Swedish automaker. This Swedish automaker says that by 2030, every car it sells should be fully electric.
Swedish. Saab.
Volvo.
That's Swedish? I don't know, man.
Yeah. Apparently. Everything is illuminated. 2005. Elijah Wood. The dude from a band.
Yeah.
Polka. Amish.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't much to the film other than they drive. They give a little child a piece of gum, and he pops their tire.
Yeah.
Lets the air out of the tire, and they find a little town that no longer exists. Grandfather was Jewish the whole time.
Yeah.
Kills himself in a bathtub.
He does. When you put it that way.
Cool hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know how to score this film. Like, I don't know how like it was good in a lot of ways. It was a smart movie. It was funny. It had a funny dog. But at the same time, it wasn't really like my kind of film. So I gotta kind of get that away. Stop thinking that way and just be a professional and score it a certain way. This movie would not pass the Bechdel test, I believe. I don't believe two women talk to each other.
No, I don't think. No. Certainly not.
There's not a lot of actors in the film. Probably didn't cost a lot of money to make.
Probably not. No.
Yeah.
So it's hard. Yeah, it is a movie that's a little tough to talk about, especially given the subject matter. And it's
we're not the guys to do it.
No, I suppose not. And also doesn't help if you didn't know what half of them were saying the whole movie.
Well, I kind of learned a little bit of Ukrainian. Did a lot of guessing. What made you pick this movie?
I think it's one of those movies I saw like at the rental store or something when I was younger. I don't know. It has like a really like
colorful.
Yeah, the cover is very sort of vibrant. I just remember always seeing the cover. Plus, it has Elijah Wood. You know, I like Elijah Wood.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in stuff.
He's in stuff. He was in that horrible movie we watched recently, The Monkey. He was the best part of that movie.
For very short time.
Yep.
Ooh. Ariel and her sisters work together to solve a mystery in Against the Tide, a 2023 novel inspired by this Disney film.
The Little Mermaid.
Ariel and her sisters. There's a lot of reading-based questions, but actually, this will be the last question for a little bit, but it's on point, and if you don't get it, I'll tell you why it's on point.
Okay.
An attempted trip to a South Dakota city that didn't really exist inspired this author to write Paper Towns.
Philip Roth.
John Green.
Oh, because he wrote The Fault in Our Stars.
There you go. Okay, do you want to do scores? Or do you have anything else to say about... Okay.
Scores.
How did you like the acting?
Acting was one of the better parts of the movie, I think. It's really well acted. Oh, no. Josh says no. Yeah, I liked the acting. I'm not sure what else to say. I didn't think it was over the top. Yeah, I think it was a good balance between comedy and drama, I suppose. delivered on both fronts when it needed to. So I'd give acting like an 8.
Okay. Elijah Wood probably plays a pretty similar character in a lot of the stuff he does, which isn't a bad thing. Like I think he does it well. The other two main actors, though, even though I didn't understand what Grandpa was saying, they didn't appear to be actors. Like they didn't come across as they were acting. Alex, the lead singer of a band, I think this is the only movie he's ever done, which is a shame because I thought he did pretty good in a comedic role and a serious role. And then Grandpa was pretty good too. I was going to give it an 8 as well. I thought acting was really good. Strongest part of the film, the acting. The ending, yeah, I guess the acting deserves a high score as well. Just because they kind of tied the story together with the big reveal at the end, and then Grandpa killing himself, and then he goes back to America, and then they still talk to each other, which ends the film. And I thought it ended pretty good. That was strong ending, which helped bump the overall score up for me, I think. But I'm going to give ending an 8 as well.
That's what I was going to give ending. Yeah, smartly done. I mean, I feel like if a book is critically acclaimed, I mean, I think that it is, and then you make a movie out of it, I mean, the ending is already sort of decided for you.
Sure, yeah, I don't know how it changed, if it changed
Yeah, it might have changed a little or something, but
probably didn't, I would assume.
But I like how they each took some of the dirt from the town that was destroyed and each put it on their grandfather's grave. And yeah, I don't know, it was a nice full circle. It was good. So I would give it an 8 as well.
They're bonded. The book has a 3.89 out of 5 on Goodreads, which is a strong score.
Right.
Anything like 3.7 or higher is really good. So 3.89. Kale, how did you feel about the film overall?
I think I would give the movie overall an 8.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well acted. Lots of stuff to like. Nice to look at. Nice music. Nice story. Giving it an 8.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. It was a strong film, but I liked it a little bit less than you, I think.
Maybe if you knew what people were saying, you'd give it a little higher.
Maybe, but that's not the film's fault. I would never punish the film for but 7.5. It was good, but it wasn't quite an 8 for me.
Okay.
Great. Everything is illuminated. Episode 134. For episode 135, we're gonna do something a little different. You ever heard of Alfred Hitchcock?
Yeah.
Well, while I deliver mail, a lot of the times I listen to podcasts, and most podcasts I listen to are true crime podcasts. I love a good Dateline. Oh, maybe don't eat the plant. And I love a good, 48 hours mystery. 1 second, I gotta stop him from eating the plant. Get down.
That plant may not be good for you, kitty.
I think that one's fine, but okay. Drama. You just plop down on the ground, defeated. Anyways, there was a story about 2 Vancouver boys who plotted together to murder one of their families So they went into the house and they pretended that they were at a movie as a alibi, but they snuck out and then went and then murdered one guy's father, mother, and sister. And they called the cops and thought it was made it seem like it was a burglary, but it wasn't. They had murdered their family, and then they thought they got away with it, but they didn't. But they were in a high school somewhere in Vancouver, and they did a play about that's based off of this film, the Alfred Hitchcock film called Rope, which itself was based off of a play. So Rope is a 1948 film from Alfred Hitchcock based off of a play, like 1926 play or something. So that's what we're doing. We're going to watch the 81-minute Alfred Hitchcock movie called The Rope, or Rope. I can't remember if this is but it's in color. So that's
cool.
Nice.
I haven't heard of this one.
Yeah, it's just called Rope. 1948, 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb, 4.1 on Letterboxd.
It all sounds pretty promising.
Based on the 1929 play of the same title by Patrick Hamilton. It stars James Stewart, who you may know from It's a Wonderful Life.
Whoa, what's going on here? What's happening here? That's my James Stewart.
Yeah, I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay, well, it's good.
But he's in
Russian.
it. So yeah. I don't think it's on YouTube. Well, for free. I don't think it's on the Internet Archive either.
Okay.
But,
I'll find a way.
You'll find a way. I'll get see if I can find a little bit of a synopsis for you.
Okay.
Because it's interesting. Well, okay, I won't, but I'll just say that the original play was said to be inspired by the real-life murder of 14-year-old Bobby Franks in 1924 by 2 university students.
Sounds like a heartwarming story.
It's a different perspective, different film for us to do. I think it'll be interesting.
Sweet. I'm excited.
Whether beluga or humpback, a group of these is known as a gam.
Whales.
Yeah, great job. We're June 27th. That one doesn't look good. Oh, here we go. Sweet treats. First sold in 1912, the original variety of this snack food is manufactured with a strict ratio. 29% is filling. I have an idea. I have 2 ideas, but
29% is filling?
So first sold in 1912.
Tootsie Pops.
I was thinking a Twinkie. Twinkie or an Oreo? Oh, it is the Oreo. Do you know much about fashion designers?
No.
Okay, that's fine. We'll skip that.
Armani. Gucci.
The answer was Versace.
I've heard of them.
A lot of fashion designer questions. Okay, holidays past. St. Patrick's Day, 1969. She becomes the first female prime minister of Israel. Speaking of the Jews.
I have no idea.
Golda Meir. Independence Day, 1802. The United States Military Academy opens at West Point in this state. Name a state.
I'm going to have to say New Mexico.
Ooh, close. New York.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of dumb questions. Okay. Tuesday, July 8th. Nope, that one's stupid as well. Okay, the one for today, July 9th. The water in this fountain was once considered the best tasting in Rome, but as of 1961, it's only fit for your coins.
I don't remember the name of that stupid fountain.
What's that one famous one, the fountain in Rome?
I don't remember.
Starts with a T.
I don't remember.
Trevi, the Trevi fountain.
Mm.
There, we went through a whole month's worth of questions in one episode. We still have 4 minutes.
Not my best showing, I'll tell you that for free.
What's tough? Wednesdays are tough. You probably didn't even have a nap today.
No, I didn't. Not today.
If we were to do something, what would be the best day to do it?
Like of the week?
Yes.
Friday, I guess.
Friday. Okay.
Yeah, Fridays, I think. It's tough. I'm a busy guy, but I think Fridays is good.
You're a busy guy. Yeah, because you got stuff on Mondays. You got stuff on Tuesdays.
Yes.
You have stuff on Wednesdays.
Yes.
Kind of. Thursdays.
I guess Saturdays are pretty good too. Evenings.
Okay. Friday, Saturday. Perfect.
Yeah.
Would never do a Sunday. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You watch anything recently?
I watched season 12 of Survivor.
Oh, yeah. The whole thing?
Yeah.
You guys crush that in a week?
Yep. And then we're on like episode 8 of season 13 now.
So you're doing probably 3 a day? I guess it's like 10?
There's like 13 or 14 episodes. There's always like an episode that's just like never like clips you didn't see in the first 7 episodes, and we just skip that one.
Right.
And then there's always like a reunion episode at the end. We don't really care about that either. So you can skip a couple of them. So I think it's like 13 episodes or something like that. And whenever we sit down, like the other day, we watched like 6 episodes or something like that. I mean, they're like 45 minutes, so.
It's only 5 hours, I guess. 4 hours.
Yeah. It's nothing.
Who won season 12?
Aris.
Okay. Interesting. Because I think he comes back with his brother for Blood versus Water later on.
Oh, there you go. Yep, it was Aris and honestly, I forget the name of the lady he was up against. But then there was Cirie and Terry. Those are the final 4. I just don't remember the name of the woman.
Cirie is come back for season 50.
Is she?
Yeah, this will be the 5th time she plays.
Yeah, I remember when they announced the winner, Aris, and they're like, okay, stay tuned for next episode where we'll talk to all the survivors, including our most popular survivor to date, or one of the most popular survivors to date, Cirie.
Because she was just like a mom who got off the couch and played Survivor.
Yeah, and she was good at it.
Yeah, and then she ended up doing, like, she won Traitors, another show. And then she went and did Australian Survivor.
Wow.
And is now back for season 50. They wanted Aris to do season 40, though, all winter season, but he declined because he was over it.
I So yeah, it was the final four. I wanted either Terry or Cirie to win, and when neither of them were going to win, I stopped caring at all. That's why I don't even remember the name of the other lady. I really didn't like Aris.
Fair. Season 12 Survivor. I'm going to guess her name's Heather.
No.
Panama. Do. Was it Panama? Danielle.
Yeah.
What's her name?
That's right. That's right.
But 5-2.
Yep. This season we just started has a very famous survivor. She's the only one that there's two people I recognize a lot. I mean, I don't want any spoilers, but Parvati is in this season, and I know I'm almost certain she comes back as a villain in like a Heroes vs. Villains season, because I remember seeing a season where she's like in the same season as Russell.
Mm-hmm. I think that is Heroes vs. Villains.
Yeah. So I don't know who wins this season at all. I try my best not to look at spoilers, but it's funny how many people I recognize, even though I never actually watched it. My parents watched, and I would like sometimes just like kind of walk into the room, but not ever sit for more than a few minutes watching. So
Ozzy is the one I recognize right away.
Oh,
okay. That's not a spoiler.
It better not be, because he's still in this so far. I just know that he's whiny and also very good at swimming and fishing. That's what I remember. No motion.
It's got hair as well. No, I don't know who wins that season.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I just looked at the because when you look at the Wikipedia, it shows you like the DVD cover. And I just recognize Ozzy.
Yep.
Like he's in season 50 as well. Which is not a spoiler. It's not a winter season.
Okay. All right. Well, wow. I almost forgot we were still recording there.
Oh yeah. Spoiler alert. If you're in Survivor, don't listen to any of that.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're for some reason watching season 12 of Survivor, which would be odd. I feel like how many people do you think in the world right now are watching season 12 of Survivor?
Because it's not really, it's like a downtime for Survivor. There's no Survivor on. There's no Survivor coming soon. So there's probably six people.
Yeah. That sounds about right. I was about to say around there.
And you paid for it? A good.
Nope.
Good young man.
Oh. No. I used that website, and remember we even talked about it. Like, did you get it to work? And then I showed you a clip of it working.
Oh, right. I thought maybe you had you just bought it like you said you're going to, but no, that's great. Pay for the website, love it. Okay, well, yeah, another great episode. 134, 135 comes next. 136 after that. And yeah, summer, it's warm. It's fun to listen to podcasts.
Yep, listen where you get your podcasts, but you already know that because you're listening right now. Okay, have everyone goodbye.
Next episode, maybe I'll sit.